What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Kid and Kam podcast. We're gonna have a little NFL segment. We haven't done the NBA in like 2 weeks, so we're gonna get on that like as soon as possible. We're also planning on starting the NHL soon, and MLB's getting into full gear as well. So just be on the lookout for some of that new stuff. Also, don't forget, when we hit 80 subs, we're gonna announce our 100 subs giveaway. The channel's been blowing up pretty fast lately. It's kind of exciting because we've been wanting to do this for a while, and then we start doing it, and the channel just gets this traction. We get some hate messages, we get some love messages. It's all love, you know. We can take it. Doesn't knock us down. But I'll tell you what does knock someone down. Jared Goff being traded to the Lions. Are the Lions? I saw somebody say this on social media today. Are the Lions the worst franchise of all time? When you think all time,
yeah. Are
the Lions the worst franchise?
Yeah, easily. Easily. They made Barry Sanders retire early. They made Calvin Johnson retire early.
Oh my goodness. I forgot about the whole Calvin Johnson thing, but it's kind of crazy considering like how many times has this team made the playoffs? How many playoff wins does this team has as a whole?
I couldn't even answer for you.
I feel so bad for him. You sound a guy like Mike Patricia. I feel like I don't know. Maybe they're that one team that's like no matter what you do for this team, they just won't be good at football. However, I thought the same thing about the Browns, and I mean, look at the Browns now. They've become literally looks like the new juggernauts of the AFC North. So it took them I don't know how many years, but they finally done it. I think the Lions can start that rebuild. They just got a new coach. Things look happy for them. They also just got a new quarterback. He's not better than Matthew Stafford, but he's a former number 1 overall pick. He's younger. His accuracy is questionable. His pocket presence is possibly the worst in the NFL, but he's on your team now. Maybe with a new coach, he'll dominate.
Man, he's expensive.
Yes, I saw a thing where it's like the Rams had signed. They've given like 3 contract extensions for players who aren't even on the team anymore. I think one was Brandon Cooks, one was Todd Gurley, and then Jared Goff. And I'm like, Jesus, man. I don't know if their GM who signed those contracts is fired, but he should be fired now. Let's get him out of here quick.
I feel like one part of this trade that's not talked about a lot is like, honestly, the Rams are like, they a threat now.
Yeah, they're a threat. And I think I said that on an earlier episode of the podcast. I was like, yo, the Rams just need a quarterback who can throw the ball.
And they got a quarterback. Matthew Stafford's talented. People forget that. Matthew Stafford's one of the most talented in the NFL. He may not get the wins, but he's one of the more talented quarterbacks.
I mean, it's hard to get those wins when you play for the Lions, but I'm like, he's putting up great numbers on the Lions, on that Lions team. And now that he's with the Rams with Sean McVay,
other than Calvin Johnson, your best target has been Marvin Jones or Golden Tate.
Those aren't bad players.
And Kenny Galladay. I mean, but they're not no Davante Adams, Tyreek Hill. You know, they're not none of those type players, though.
You just had to say Davante Adams first time. Packers fan.
I mean, because he's the first one I thought of. I'm a Packers fan. I mean,
the wide receiver. I'm just kidding. It brings me to this next, like, when I was leading into this topic, I said, look, some people get their feelings hurt. And Jared Goff said, it feels great to finally be on a team where it feels like they actually want me here.
I feel like he says that.
Feels bad, man. I feel like he's trying to say that to kind of get some hype or some fuel, but I'm like, man, I'm sleeping. On the Lions.
Didn't he get benched? They benched him, didn't he? The Rams did?
He's been benched before, but I know he came in the playoffs and led them to an upset of the Seahawks, which was possibly the craziest thing. This dude led this team to the Super Bowl. He led a team to a Super Bowl. Don't forget that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he had Todd Gurley playing at a.
That was when Todd Gurley was like prime, and then Todd Gurley had that 1 year and then dipped and became a mediocre running back. I think like the crazy thing. That's like the thing. That's something I want to say. You know what I'm saying? This guy has led a team to the Super Bowl, and I get what you said. I think me and you had this argument actually. I think we had an argument about Jared Goff being overrated or something like that, and I was trying to say he wasn't. Was it you? I don't remember, but I know there was like we had a whole like dispute over Jared Goff being overrated or not. I think it was when they were like leading this team to the Super Bowl. You obviously won't remember it because it was so long ago.
I don't remember.
But
I did have the Rams winning. I did have the Rams winning the Super Bowl, so maybe I thought
they should have won that Super Bowl. But you got to forget the defensive mastermind was on that Patriots coaching staff. Who wins this trade?
Come on, we already said it basically. I mean, look. This is the thing.
It's like a question you gotta ask.
The Lions got 2 first rounders out of this, right? Mm-hmm. But we just said that the Rams are threats. So these are late first round picks.
Right.
So, I mean, if you really want to get technical about it, I feel like Rams got the better player. And the picks, they won't be nearly as valuable as everyone thinks they are. So I'm going to say the Rams. I'm going to say the Rams won this.
It kind of sucks because it's like if Jared Goff just really developed some pocket awareness, man, like he would honestly be a great quarterback. I feel like him taking those 10, 15-yard sacks was just like painful to watch. Like when you see him against the Packers, I'm watching the game. I'm like,
that wasn't painful. That wasn't painful for me.
Well, it wasn't painful for you, but I'm just watching the game as like a regular, guy. It's just like, what is he doing in the pocket? Like, it sucks, man. It's those first people are trading up, drafting these quarterbacks, and they're just not panning out. I noticed there's been like an uptrend of that lately. A lot of the great quarterbacks are like the later round ones. You got Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, 10th overall pick, 30-something pick. Lamar Jackson
I think he was 32nd. I think he was like the last pick of the first round.
When the Steelers draft Trey Lance this year at around like 10 or 12. Yeah. Either Trey Lance or Najee Harris. And then second round, we need to go for, what's that offensive lineman's name? I was just talking to somebody about him. Creed Humphrey from Oklahoma. That dude is a monster. He dominated at the Senior Bowl. Dude, he was playing one-on-ones. I was watching him like, this guy's a threat. We need him on the Steelers because our offensive line sucks. So
what's
it
called? What's his name's draft stock just dropped recently? Micah Parsons.
How?
Something about character issues.
I mean, can he tell? I mean, it already kind of dropped. He didn't play a whole season. This dude was probably going to be like a top 5
He was
pick.
going to be a top 10 pick.
I mean, that's confirmed, but he's still supposed to be a top 10 pick. But
that's what everybody thought about Laramie Tunsil, and then character issues popped up when they had the weed smoking video.
Yeah, I feel like this year, and he actually turned into a pretty good football player. So exactly. I'm like, I mean, y'all skipping on this dude. He was just trying to get a little, a little buzz before the draft. Y'all sleeping on him. This man turned out to be a monster. Tyrann Mathieu was another guy. Fell in the draft because of character issues.
Bro, I forgot he played for the Texans.
Yeah, that's who drafted him, right? Or was it the Cardinals?
Cardinals drafted him. He played on the Texans for 1 year.
Dude, he's been on 3 teams. Oh my goodness. Yeah,
dude, I was looking at a post and it was like, this is Tyrann Mathieu's defensive legacy. And I was like, he played on the Texans for a year?
I did know he played on the Texans. I remember that. I don't even remember that. I didn't even think it was 1 season. I thought it was more than that.
Like, I'm personally a Tyrann Mathieu fan. I've watched Tyrann Mathieu in college, of course,
Yeah, I watched him dominate Georgia. Yeah, I watched that, in 4K. So,
but I used to watch his, whenever watching highlight tapes on YouTube was cool. I watched his all the time. Yeah, I liked him.
Highlight tapes are still cool. When your team drafts a player you don't know. It's like, and YouTube is quick.
I'm talking like, like Tavon Austin, Tyrann Mathieu highlight tapes. You know what I'm saying?
Bo Nix.
Bro, shut up. Oh my goodness.
I think what Matthew Stafford's bringing to the Rams, I think he's bringing everything they lacked. This Rams team is honestly, if this Rams team doesn't make the Super Bowl next year, I don't know what to tell you. I feel like right now this trade makes them the best team in the NFC. It's a lot to say, but I'm not. I feel it. The Rams have been a Super Bowl caliber winning team. You got to consider this team just had the #1 defense. This team just played how many games without Cooper Kupp this season? One of their top receivers, possibly the second best receiver on that team.
Who else they have other than Cooper Kupp?
Robert Woods. I don't know if Brandon Cooks is still on that team. I'm pretty sure he's not.
No, he isn't because we just talked about that.
Yeah.
Maybe if they look. I was about to say if they draft a receiver, Josh Reynolds.
Yeah, maybe if
they draft a receiver this year in the second and third round, I feel like they could be huge. Or maybe get them a better running back. I mean, no hate on Cam Akers. Cam Akers is a beast. Never mind. What am I saying? I was thinking of Buffalo.
But those great wide receivers will be gone.
Devin Singletary. That's what I was thinking.
And you know what's crazy? The Rams don't have a first round pick for like, I think it was 7 years.
We know. Someone was like, what the world would look like whenever the Rams take a first round selection.
Dude, that is absolutely insane. They've traded all their first round picks.
I think their GM's just like, he's thinking Madden, but he's like, nah, I don't want first round picks. I'm trying to get stuff for my first round picks.
It's a good sign. It's like, look, I want to win now. He's making the necessary, deals to kind of try to do that.
7 years.
7 years though, that's alive. Not having a first round pick. You better draft like it's no tomorrow. And we're talking about them needing a wide receiver. I'm looking at second round wide receivers. You got Rashad Bateman. Probably be the best guy for them, to be honest, in that second round. There's this guy from North Texas. There's this guy from North Texas that's been
is Tylan Wallace in the draft?
Yes. I don't think he had that good of a Senior Bowl though. I think his Senior Bowl was lackluster. I think I read that in like a headline. I didn't read up on it, but that's what I saw.
Hey, look,
this Rams team is dangerous, man.
They are
better than the Packers.
Right now, honestly, if we go head to head right now, we lose. Packers lose.
It depends. Is it the NFC Championship?
Nah, it's a regular season.
It's not. If it's not the NFC Championship, then it's Packers by 30. If it's the NFC Championship, then yeah, y'all are losing.
We'll take a middle of the regular season game. We tend to lose them.
Packers, yeah.
Tend to lose
Packers by like 7 or 10. MVP Rodgers, come on.
MVP Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. Speaking of this like trade situation, we got another trade. It hasn't happened, but it could be happening. I'm pretty sure in the next week or so, few days. Deshaun Watson, possibly a top 5 quarterback in the league, right? Mm-hmm. We would say that, probably a top 5. He just had his career year, and it was pretty much wasted. I'll still never forget. You said this man was going to be a bust. I will never forget. I got to call you out, kind of. I'm sorry, but you did. Look, I
always say that. I did say that man was going to be a bust, but I also said Patrick Mahomes was the best quarterback in his draft.
That's true.
And I take that. Oh, and I said Josh Allen was the best quarterback in his draft. He hasn't won an MVP yet, like Lamar Jackson, but he's up there.
MVP
he's easily second.
MVP soon. So Deshaun Watson, there's also rumors that JJ Watt wants out as well, and they just hired a new coach. It was the Ravens assistant head coach. Out of all the candidates, that's who you go with.
Eric Bieniemy.
Eric Bieniemy is still
Eric Bieniemy.
Well, we're gonna talk about Eric Bieniemy after this though. So if you're Deshaun Watson, he had the Jets as his top option for trade destinations. Did you know that?
That was his top option?
He had his top destination being the Jets. He said he felt like they had a bright future ahead of him. I'm like, what? Your top destination, sir, should be the 49ers. Deshaun Watson on the 49ers would be the best team in the NFC. They jump over the Rams, in my opinion. The things that Kyle Shanahan has done with the 49ers, even with half their team injured, that's a scary sight. That team's getting back to the Super Bowl soon, man. Hey,
him and Robert Saleh, gotta give that man some credit.
Yeah, I think Robert's out there. He's gone.
He's in the Jets.
and Robert was really like a lot of defense, and I feel like they could improve when it comes to defense now. He's got to find another good guy in there. Kyle Shanahan, he knows what he's doing with that with these offenses, man. I mean, look what he had going with the Falcons. He left the Falcons and they don't know what's going on anymore. So that's something to think about. But that has nothing to do with Deshaun Watson. So why are we?
Even know?
What do you think about this Deshaun Watson trade situation?
I mean, like you said, I would prefer to see him on the 49ers, even though I'm a Packers fan and the 49ers have not treated us well in the playoffs. But I would like to see him on the 49ers. Another team I'd probably like to see him on, even though, you don't like this, the Carolina Panthers. I feel like him and Christian McCaffrey and DJ Moore could do damage.
I mean, that Panthers defense is getting better. So, I mean, he'd have like a pretty decent defense. They probably wouldn't do any damage.
According to everyone in anything regarding a head coach or offense coordinator position, they have one of the best offense coordinators in the league. at Joe Brady, according to CBS and all these other websites for head coach candidates. Joe Brady's the best offensive coordinator.
Let's relax.
Just saying.
You know who they need to hire as their offensive coordinator?
Who?
Jason Garrett. Man did wonders for that. He did wonders for that Giants offense this season. Dead last in the NFC East.
That's what I'm talking about. Get into it.
Jason Garrett effect, which was like one of the first videos on our channel. The Mike McCarthy and Jason Garrett effect. Those have come full circle. Deshaun Watson wants to be traded. I'm glad he's looking for help, because he has no help. You ever see that meme with LeBron where it's like no help back when he was on the Cavs and his second best player was George Hill and Kyle Korver? Yeah, no help. Get Deshaun Watson a healthy team. Cough, cough, the 49ers. The 49ers should be on the phone with him. I'm trying to figure out why.
They were on the phone with the Lions for Matthew Stafford.
Yeah. I saw that.
Dude, actually, that would have been dangerous too. Oh my god.
What's also crazy is the Rams were on the phone with the Packers trying to get Aaron Rodgers. Did you know that?
I mean,
they were trying to get Aaron Rodgers. They were gonna. Y'all's quarterback was gonna be Jared Goff.
not us.
Your GM probably called Aaron. Was like, "Hey man, do you really want to be traded? Because like, look man, I don't want Jared Goff as our quarterback, but we're desperate, man. We're desperate." Luckily, I'm pretty sure Aaron does not want to be traded. It's just a Tom Brady, hangover. Tom Brady comes to your stadium, absolutely demolishes your team. It gives you these, depressive thoughts for a few days, but then after that, you're pretty good. He was in the back of a truck with beer with whatever that guy's name is, so he's chilling right now. I know for sure.
Oh wait, who?
Aaron Rodgers. You haven't seen that video?
Who? Yeah, I know, but who was in the truck?
I think it was Bakhtiari. I'm probably saying his name completely wrong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know who was in the truck.
Wrong.
No one ever even said who was in the truck for me. I ain't never see that shit. But
yeah, it was a video.
David Bakhtiari.
It was all over the socials.
I seen it. But I just didn't know who was in the truck. You just said you didn't
see it.
I said I seen it, but nobody said who was in the truck. That's why when you were like, "Oh, dude was in the truck," I was like, "Who?" That's why I said who. I've seen the video because, man, he lifts up the Bud Light. Come on now.
The Texans are in a pretty rough situation. I feel like what makes the situation worse is the fact that they hired someone not named Eric Bieniemy as their head coach, who I felt like was the best option for them. I think everyone's covered their head coach positions now. I'm pretty sure everyone's hired a coach. I don't think there's anyone left. Falcons, Jets. I don't think there's anyone left when it comes to head coaching. Colts, Chargers. So. Actually, not the Colts, but the Chargers. Yeah, they've all found a guy. And I think the crazy thing I'm starting to realize now is I saw someone say this, and they said Eric Bieniemy doesn't want a head coaching job because who knows how much longer Andy Reid's going to coach, right? And when Andy Reid retires, if I'm Eric Bieniemy, I want to become the head coach of the best team of the dynasty, right? Mm-hmm. He doesn't even call the plays for the offense right now. I don't know if you knew that or not. So maybe that's some things teams are looking at as well. But at the end of the day, I think people are calling him and he's just saying, "No, man, I'm Kansas City." I don't care if I'm offensive coordinator and I get a chance to go coach a team. If I'm on a dynasty like Kansas City, I need to win about 5 Super Bowls first before I even think about leaving.
Everyone's saying, what's it called? That he's getting offers though. Or not getting offers, my bad. Not getting offers.
He's taking interviews?
I guess so. Taking calls, whatever you want to say, or not even getting them at all.
You said if he's getting offers. You said they're saying he's not getting offers or he is getting offers?
Yeah, he's not getting offers.
That just has to be from, him saying like, "Oh, look, I'm Kansas City." Because that just wouldn't make sense.
And Patrick Mahomes said he's not getting any offers. And Patrick Mahomes was like trying to boost him up. He was like, "This guy is great. I don't know why people don't want him."
That doesn't make sense to me. I mean, one thing that I will say is how much is he actually doing for that offense and how much is Andy Reid doing for that offense? I'm not going to discredit him. I just don't.
Patrick says he's a good coach. I mean, Patrick's the GOAT, so you got to believe him.
That just doesn't make any sense to me, though.
Who knows, man? Who knows?
That's skeptical. Somebody call this man Eric Bieniemy. Pittsburgh. I know we got Mike Tomlin, but I wouldn't mind having an offensive coach who can actually score more than 30 points a game.
That man Eric can coach a defense. Come down to Lambeau Field.
Facts, because the Packers just fired their defense coordinator, so you guys are celebrating, I think.
Yeah, I mean, the year before he had our defense looking on swole mode, but I mean, this year it kind of downgraded. It's still a good defense though. I looked at some what's it called, candidates. That's what they're called. And one of them was our defensive backs coach. I wouldn't be opposed to that. You look at what he did with Jair. Look what he did with Kevin King. I mean, yeah, Kevin King played horrible in the postseason.
Y'all are gonna pull the Steelers. You like, no matter if you fire a coordinator, it's got to be somebody on
the next candidate was the Rams defense coordinator. So
that would make sense. Why would he leave the Rams for the Packers job? I wouldn't do that, considering the players I have on that defense. That makes no sense. Hey, leave the Rams and come coach the Packers.
I mean, more money.
That's rare. That's probably not gonna happen. Don't you also have to ask the team if you want to do that too? Because I know the Steelers were trying to get the quarterback coach from the Chargers, but I think they declined our for us to have an interview with them. They declined it. So if I'm Sean McVay, I'm declining that. Hey, can I go interview? No.
No.
You cannot.
Of course not. Why would you even ask that?
It's a stupid question. Next.
But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't oppose to be having our defense coordinator promoted. He's done good things. You know, like I said, Kevin King, he was trash when we drafted him, excluding Tampa Bay's game. And, you know, he was injured the rest of the postseason. But he played good during the regular season. Jair Alexander, he's an amazing corner. I mean, he was technically the second best corner this year. Technically, statistically, he was the second best corner.
Actually, no, statistically, I'm pretty sure he was the number one cornerback this year.
No, I think the statistic, like with statistic, I think it was Jalen Ramsey. Pretty sure.
PFF, Pro Football Focus, had him at number one, so I don't know how much you want to take that.
Look, I mean, I don't really care. I mean, I'm not one of those. I'm not a kiss ass for any of the players really, except for Davante Adams. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my goodness. Anyways, Jair Alexander, top 2 corner in the league, right? Or played like a top 2 corner in the league this year. Darnell Savage played good. Adrian Amos has been playing good. You know, it's just
Adrian Amos. I forgot y'all do have him. How? Wow, he was great. Who did he play for before? The Redskins,
Bears.
Right?
The Bears.
Yep. He was great on the Bears.
His first game with us was against the Bears, and he got a pick to seal the game.
I don't know. I don't know how great he's been on the Packers because he's kind of fallen from the face of the earth. But
he's been doing good. He's been doing a little slight work.
Definitely need us another safety. Let's see if the Steelers finally decide to address that in the draft. They probably won't because there's not many. I was saying, listen, last season I was like, yo, we should draft Antoine Winfield. And guess what? We didn't. And guess what? He's on Tampa Bay dominating. Jesus,
potential. Man. He's a potential runner-up for Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Yep. It's just so crazy, man. Like, I feel like I watched the draft and I just look at all these players, and I know
your team doesn't take them.
And the only time I wanted a player and we actually drafted him was, remember, Marcus Allen, and he didn't turn out great at all. As a matter of fact, like at all. And I feel like it's because it's the way the Steelers use him. They don't actually use him as a safety. They really only use him as a nickel. So I'm like, okay, because we had no linebackers on our roster, so we were just kind of like
there was two players I wanted the most going into a draft for the Packers. One was Hunter Henry.
Ooh.
We know how he turned out. The second one, you know this one, T.J. Watt.
Oof.
Because we traded down, and then y'all were the next pick, and y'all selected him. It was pain,
we like
bro.
that.
And then
y'all drafted his teammate instead. Oh man,
Vince Beagle was his name. Vince Beagle. No, I think that was a Kevin King year.
Yeah,
we traded down, drafted Kevin King.
No, yeah, because remember, first pick of the second round, y'all drafted Kevin King.
And then we drafted, I think later on we drafted Vince Beagle, though. I think Vince Beagle, he either went to Wisconsin or Clemson. I can't remember, but either way.
He went to Wisconsin. He was TJ Watt's teammate. They played opposite.
He was horrible.
He was TJ Watt's Bud Dupree. Yeah, he's bad. Yeah. Is he even in the league right now?
I don't even know, man. I just want TJ Watt.
That ain't happening, Chief.
I want, bro. We were on the phone.
It's contract year.
We were on the clock, and I called you, bro. I was like, bro, I just hope we take TJ Watt. And he's like, bro, y'all just traded it. I was like, stop, bro, stop.
Who did y'all trade with?
The Browns.
Oof. That must have been when the Browns took that
David
tight end.
Njoku.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm. Wow. I remember I wanted Reuben Foster instead of TJ Watt, but I wasn't like mad about the TJ Watt pick. Cause I was like, oh, I mean, this guy has a bright upside. He might do some damage.
I watched him in his bowl game. I watched him play. He was amazing in college. He was getting picks in college.
Remember Desmond King? I was like, yo, we could take Desmond King in the first round. We took Artie Burns.
Artie burned.
Artie burned.
Artie got burned.
Bust Dupree. Our fan base is just so they're so creative, dude.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I was like, man, we could take him in the first round. This dude was like, dude, no, man, we don't. He could be a third round pick. This man went what, seventh round, fifth round, and like turned into a monster. Round. Turned into a monster. Got traded for 2 second round picks this season. I'm like, this man could have been on the Steelers. Truth be told, we don't need him. We got Cam Sutton and Mike Hilton. Morally, Cam Sutton, you know, that Tennessee prospect. He's turned into a beast. He's young, got great coverage. So
I always sign that dude to my practice squad in Madden. Just so, you know.
Wait, practice squad? He should be like an 80 overall. Dude's a beast.
Nah, whenever he was a rookie.
Oh, okay.
He was always a free agent.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Always had to sign that boy on practice squad. Stop
talking about Cam Sutton, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say Desmond King on your practice squad.
You think he got a McDonald's bag?
I don't know. That was before Pruitt era, and they weren't recruiting then. Tennessee was trash then, so I don't know.
They could still beat Georgia. My bad.
Speaking of that, I saw somebody predicted our season. They said we'd go undefeated, beat Clemson, lose to Bama in the SEC championship game, and then make the playoffs as a third seed. Pretty much pulling a Notre Dame.
Bro, if we beat Clemson, I'm sorry, but I don't think we losing to Bama. We talked about. I'm more scared of Clemson.
Yeah,
100%.
If we beat Clemson, we go to the playoffs.
That is because even if we beat Clemson, we easily start the season 0-1. I'm telling you that right
now. I don't have any hope for that game because it's, you know, same old Kirby. You know, I don't get my hopes up for that team. However, we should be revolutionarily good next season. But knowing Kirby, our team won't reach their full expectations. Knowing Todd Monken, he still won't use Darnell Washington, showing that he has potential to be the top tight end in the nation.
You know that guy that I told you about that we were talking for an hour whenever he signed me up for the gym? He's like the owner of it. Mm-hmm. So like he said Kirby Smart is a Nick Saban carbon copy. He just can't do it, but he tries.
The thing about Kirby is, like I said, he just doesn't know how to manage quarterbacks or his coaching staff. That's been the worst part for him. You can't get a guy like James Coley and expect us to win a championship. But
I mean, he also said that Jake Fromm was a great quarterback, which I mean, in college, you know, he did lead his team to 3 straight SEC championship games. But I mean, you know,
when you say that, you might as well just say East titles because we only won one of them. So don't even say SEC championships.
We technically went 1-1 in them. Like I said, we technically went 1-1 in those 3. No one's beaten that 2019 LSU team.
Yeah,
that doesn't even count. Unbeatable. That doesn't count against our resume.
That doesn't count. It was funny that somebody clowned us for that. I'm like, bro, who's beating that LSU team? Huh?
Who? I got a clown for it for my Christmas gift. I had that joint right here. Let me open that joint. Let me.
Goodness.
10-37 LSU.
Who gave you that? Oh my
goodness, bro! There's money in here. There's a fat wad of money in here. What the crap? Dude, oh bro, my goodness!
Man just committed to Tennessee. Tennessee just got back from his Tennessee visit.
Bro, I opened that. There's just a fat wad of money in there, bro. I'm broke right now. That just saved me.
Tennessee recruits when they get home, when they open their McDonald's bag.
Oh my goodness, bro. No, yeah, she bought me some Georgia socks and put them in that guy. I opened it and it had like LSU color confetti in there. It was really like I was really about to just, you know, commit some abuse.
Oh my God, that's about the cue. Anyway, like I said, guys, when we hit what did I say? When we hit 80 subs, we're going to announce our giveaway. We still haven't come up with it. Actually, we kind of have an idea, but we're going to do. It's not going to be just one person either. It's going to be like multiple different
I think we're gonna do 3.
Yeah, about 3.
We have like one or 2 in mind right now. People already.
Yeah. So we're gonna do a giveaway when we hit 100 subs, but we'll announce it. We'll make a video announcing it at 80 subs. Kind of let you guys know what we're doing.
I feel like we should announce it at 80. At 90, announce the one or 2 of the people that we for sure know is probably gonna get something. And then at 100, we announce the random person.
I like that. But yeah, we really just want to give a giveaway to some guys who've just been showing up for the videos and just, showing us love since the beginning. Like, there's some guys that have been here since 5, 6, 7 subs, just showing us nonstop love.
There's been people before the JT Daniels video here.
Yeah, so it's insane, man. We want to thank you guys for that. So we're 65 deep now. We're rolling.
Yeah.
We gained like 2 today. So when we hit 80 subs, we'll announce that giveaway. Let you guys know what we just want to see, and then
maybe we can use that fat wad of cash to buy the gifts.
We can use that. We can just go on a visit to Tennessee. They'll pay for the gifts pretty much. How much do you think we'll get from that? How much do you think they were paying those recruits?
2 racks easily.
Dude, it's so crazy because they were getting all those recruits, and I'm like, why are all these recruits committing to Tennessee?
Yeah, me and you were like, this kind of seemed fishy. We were like, hey, Jeremy Pruitt is good, though. We thought Jeremy Pruitt was just eating. We were like, he's pretty good.
I'm like, dang, he must be great at recruiting. But then I think the even crazier thing was just like, I'm like, dude, they were getting so many recruits. I'm like, some of these guys got to decommit, and then they weren't decommitting until it got figured out, and now everybody's leaving. Their best players are leaving. Crazy, man.
It's just horrible.
Crazy, Anyways,
sign it off.
This has been Kid and Kam. We need a better outro, and this has been Kid and Kam. Till next time, guys. We will see you soon. Peace.